you've been considering buying an outdoor pizza oven, I have news for you. The world has moved on, and these days, all the talk is about specialist indoor pizza ovens. I've been testing one out for the last couple of weeks, and I'm going to show you what's special about it and what we cooked in it. But first, if you're new here, my name is Clara and I make weekly videos about how to choose and use your home appliances. If you want to see more of that, please do hit the subscribe button. So other than the fact that they look great when you're entertaining, why do you actually need a pizza oven at all? Well, mostly it comes down to temperature. A conventional fan oven in your home usually has a top temperature of about 250 Celsius, whereas an outdoor pizza oven will reach double that, and high temperatures mean a fast cook that doesn't dry out the pizza and gives you a crispy outside and light, airy texture, which is particularly important if you're doing Neapolitan pizzas. Over the last 15 years, there's been a big growth in specialist outdoor pizza ovens. But the problem is, here in the UK, our summers can be a little bit hit and miss. So now manufacturers are looking to bring the outdoor pizza oven experience inside. Ooni recently launched the Volt, which costs around £500 in the UK, and Chefman have brought out this budget electric oven that looks a lot like the Volt, but only costs about £200. In the box, there's a vented pizza peel included, which works well for inserting and removing the pizzas, a removable pizza stone, a cleaning brush, and a cover for the oven. The oven has a maximum temperature of 425 Celsius, a top and bottom heating element which can be independently adjusted, and different presets which are pre-programmed with the ideal cooking conditions for different styles of pizza. But this oven is also massive, weighing 12 kilograms compared to the Ooni Coda 12 outdoor oven, which is only 9 kilograms. The stone is approximately 32 centimeters square and can take up to a 12-inch pizza. Front to back, the oven measures 455 millimeters, so it takes up most of the depth of a standard worktop. It's also got vents on both sides, which means you'll have to allow space around it for air circulation. Preheating the oven takes between 1 and 26 minutes. The Neapolitan setting has a preset preheating time of 18 minutes, but we found it often hadn't reached top temperature after this time and did require extra time. Each preset has a default time and you can activate the countdown by pressing the timer button. It beeps when the countdown has finished, but the oven doesn't turn off. If you prefer your temperatures in Fahrenheit, you can switch between metric and imperial measurements, and you can also disable the beeps. So when we did our first batch of pizza in this oven, we were aiming for Neapolitan style, but we ended up with pizzas which were a little bit closer to New York style. The vented peel worked well as long as you stretched the bases on finely ground semolina to stop them from sticking. We didn't manage that true leopard print crust, but we did get pizzas with beautifully puffed up airy crusts, and the bases were cooked through and crisp. We found the back of the oven was hotter than the front, so the pizzas did need turning to get even browning, exactly like you would in an outdoor oven. The recommended cooking time for Neapolitan in this oven is 2 to 3 minutes, and we rotated after 3 minutes, giving a total cooking time of about 4 minutes. If you're cooking multiple pizzas, you also need to allow the oven 3 minutes to return to temperature between each pizza. And when you turn the oven off after cooking, it enters a cooling cycle where the fans run for several minutes. So the entire process, including preheating and cooling down, can be quite lengthy. You might also have noticed a lot of steam escaped from around the pizza oven door while the pizza was being cooked. And I've also seen this in other review videos, so it does seem to be a bit of a design fault, or at least a compromise for having a budget oven. One other compromise is that unlike the Ooni, the Chefman oven doesn't come with a shelf, so you're limited to cooking on one level. and you always have to cook directly on the stone. Although the instruction manual warns that the outside can get very hot, we found it wasn't too bad. Not cool enough to touch, but equally not so hot that you couldn't have it underneath wall-mounted cupboards when you were using it. We also tried pan pizzas, and because I was too mean to spend £30 on the proper authentic pizza pan and probably only use it once or twice, we used a selection of oven-proof tins, which still gave us pizzas with thick, well-cooked bases. As well as Neapolitan and pan pizza, we did try shop-bought frozen pizza on the frozen pizza setting. Unsurprisingly, it came out looking exactly like it would from a normal oven. And really, to be honest, I can't see the point in cooking shop-bought pizza in an oven like this. When it comes to cleaning, the manufacturer advises removing and brushing down the pizza stone and limiting cleaning the main oven to just vacuuming out ash and crumbs, or cleaning the glass in the oven window with soapy water. They say that both the stone and oven interior may become discoloured over time, but that this won't affect performance. The manufacturer also says that the oven shouldn't be used outside, but that's a pretty standard piece of advice on most indoor electrical appliances, and personally I could absolutely see this being temporarily brought outside and used as part of an outdoor kitchen setup. Or if you're lucky enough to have some sort of entertaining space in a garden room, I can see it being used there as well. So I really want to know, could you see yourself buying this oven just to get year-round authentic pizza? And if you could, where on earth would you keep it? Links to find out more information about this oven and see what price it's selling for wherever you are in the world are in the description, or you can scan the QR code which is on the screen right now.